What's up, everybody? Good morning.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Good morning.
Buenos dias. Good morning, baby girl.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning coffee with Scoops and Mrs. D, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are probably asking yourselves, boy, this guy's getting activated on this shit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a national emergency, man.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. I see the writing on the wall. Right, baby?
Whoop. Okay. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, I
What's
turned on the other phone for the chat, and the volume was on. We're good.
All right. Okay, so real quick, folks, we wanted to try a few things different on these lives, man, and because I see the writing on the wall, man, and we've heard a few different fucking inflamed, bogus hype stories that are coming out now. CDCR is trying to use their snitch tubers and their ex-guards and ex-prison guards to saturate social media with a bunch of bullshit hype, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm doing what I feel is necessary to put the truth out there and oppose their bullshit hype. I guess somebody thinks I got anger issues, and I find that quite funny. I do. I got anger issues when you're lying. I got anger issues when you're trying to lie to the public and mislead the public and my family.
Mm-hmm.
You damn Skippy, I got anger issues when it comes down to that. And you're trying to taint the jury pool on my friends down there in Fresno. You know, we're just white dudes in prison. CDCR is the one that labels us. We're white men in prison trying to get through. That's it. So the guy that wrote that book saying all he does is report the facts, but he collects articles from newspaper and puts them all together and puts them in a book and calls it the facts.
Oh, and then preemptively
convicts
you in that book.
Right. He knows who he is. You know, what makes me angry is when you report nonsense and inflame hype, in order to saturate the news media with garbage for your green team and CDCR, and to contaminate the jury pool of my friends who are fighting real cases, over liars like you, So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you damn right. I take offense to it, man, and everybody else should take offense to it because it could be you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. So-and-so, how come you are so focused on men who have honor and integrity, but yet you don't even report the Yolo County Chomo who your cohorts at the Board of Prisons released from prison his on 111 years to life term. They chose to release this child molester back into society, and yet this guy, fuck it, I'll say his name, Gabe Morales, wants to report some bullshit about me and my friends. What about these child molesters that are getting into your guys' neighborhoods through Gabe Morales' homeboys and Gabe Morales' partners? Mr. Morales, how come you ain't focused on them? The real dregs of society. So, I'll leave that there. I touched on that. I said what I had to say. It's quite on. All you guys are not focusing in on these sick sexual predators, but you're trying to saturate the media on men fighting the good fight like myself.
Well, wait a minute. Let's talk about this guy a little bit. How his family doesn't even want him out, and how he was convicted to 100 years and got out in 11. Right. Most importantly, that they are trying to destroy a program because they let him out on it, knowing full well
Right.
that the
That I could get out on it.
these limitations, to put them on all people. Okay, so the compassionate release program affects a lot of people, and
Yeah.
they let this weirdo out who harmed little
Right.
kids,
Yep.
his own, and blamed his wife because she divorced him, and so he went
Right.
and went after children. And his
Right.
family is so appalled by his release. So where is he going?
Mm-hmm.
And why are they okay?
Yeah.
He's in a wheelchair, but he preys on innocent children, little babies, kids. No,
Yeah.
no, and they're throwing this compassionate release under the bus in all of this. It's just wrong.
Yeah, and they're doing like they did to Richard Allen Davis with the 3 strikes. You're using this one case to open a door or shut a door.
Right.
You know, it's like, here's the poster case to shut this program down. No. And these snitch tubers and these fucking lame ass cops and their homeboys and cohorts are the ones that are releasing these chomos into your society, but yet they're focused on me. And I didn't even come to prison for homicide, dude. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, baby girl, I don't want to get into the specifics of all of that.
Well, I think the public needs to know why that happened.
Well, there's an article. There's an article on it, right?
Well,
there's an article.
Yeah, there's an article.
Okay, so
I can't post that article on our thing because it's attached to a bunch of garbage ads, and YouTube won't let me
I got you.
put it on there.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
So like baby girl said, they're trying to shut that program down with this poster case. And we were just talking about, right, baby girl, that it's very odd that these YouTube platforms with these ex-cops and these other dudes, these snitch tubers or whoever, you don't want to focus in on the problem. You want to focus in on people that, I'm telling you, my friends, people I know would probably beat that dude's ass. Maybe worse.
Maybe one less chomo on the streets.
Like Gabe Morales and his homeboys, they're going to protect him and let him go home. Or when he came to prison for those 11 years, doing 100 to life, he was given the most best programs and jobs on these snitch yards, and then they let him go home. I mean, and that's your program, Gabe Morales. That's your homeboy's program. So why are you focusing in on dudes like myself who clean up your mess? Your homeboy's mess in prison, basically, because you guys go around protecting them. So, miss me with your drama. That makes me angry, and it should make every parent angry in society, because that could have been your child.
Yep.
So, okay.
Oh, wait. Well, we forgot the best part about this guy. He hurt 2 little kids, and they gave him 4 months. Okay, and then they let him out.
Yeah, they gave him 4 months.
And he hurt two other children, and then they gave him 112 years.
So they didn't learn from the first time when he hurt the first kid. They gave him 4 months, and then let him out, and then he did it again and gave him 100 years, and now they're letting him out again, folks. I guess that's acceptable. Really? I mean, come on, man. Well, I would say this, babe. Birds of a feather flock together. They look out for each other.
Yeah.
They look out for each other. And yet this dude wants to sit here and report the nonsense with my friends' names in it, saying, with the validation letters and shit on us, and to inflame the public and contaminate the jury pool down there on that other case.
Boogeyman. Boogeyman, when the real boogeyman is this dude that they let out in a wheelchair because he's going to
Right.
die of cancer. Watch him live another fucking 15, 20 years.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Boogeyman mongering. How about that? Like fear mongering, boogeyman mongering. I bet how all likes that one. But so check that out, folks. That's some crazy shit, man. And then everything is coming around like I predicted. I told you so. I told you also. I told you so.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Years ago, the administrations are fucking liars. They manipulate. They're violating the laws. They're violating the policies and the rules. They're playing games. They're giving the weirdos, the SNYs, all the breaks in the world, best programs, and that's where all your crap is coming off of. We see it. We're sick of it. Let me call back.
Well, for those of you who are new, he has to call back every 15 minutes because the phone shuts him off. I'm really glad to see you guys in the chat. We'll get to you in a bit. Call him back in a second. And there it is.
All right, I'm back, man.
Okay. You're back.
Okay, so we see the writing on the wall. We've seen it years ago. You know, administrations lying and manipulating the law from the warden all the way to headquarters. You know, Ron Broomfield, all of them, they're all garbage. And Hector Bravo points that out. And I don't need him to point that out because a lot of other people seen it. Now, I told y'all so, man. It's gonna explode. This prison system is just gonna burst at the seams. I know this. The GP life. We're sick of the administration corruption. We're sick of the cops, your staff, trying to play prisoner politics. They're trying to be gangbanger politics. They're trying to play games. So you got a recipe for disaster, man.
Well, didn't they say, isn't that the California model to get on each other's levels? Right.
And I mean, I don't see how, going and buddying up with a prisoner and then hating on another prisoner because that prisoner got a problem with him, and then that cop was around hating on the other prisoner and spreading rumors and slander, and then it's only bad when somebody gets hurt, right? Especially if it's the staff. But, wait a minute, you overstepped that line. You want to play prison politics. Hey, whatever, and you think it's not happening, you're fucking wrong, man. You're full of shit, you're blind, and you're stupid. Straight up. So, I've said it before. The administration violating the laws and policy and humanity. Cops playing prison politics. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, what do you think is going to happen? And then, on your S&Y yards, that's pure chaos. That's pure anarchy. That's pure chaos. There's no rhyme or reason. Them dudes don't have a reason to go off on his staff. They just do it to do it. They do it to do it. 90% of their crap is coming off them yards, not CP. So keep it real. Keep it real. Hey babe, I'm fed up with it, and I told everybody many times, over and over and over, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. These cops keep playing politics and shit like that, trying to help one dude over another. it's gonna explode, man. And I think that's what's going on. I really do.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of really hard to see their end game. Well, it's like they're like blindly creating all this chaos. I mean, what could their end game possibly be?
They're trying to. So what I see the game is their end game is they're trying to inflame the public's perception of the prisoner class. Period. Oh, open the shoes back up. Put these bad guys back in the shoe. All this will stop. No, it won't.
Keep everything draconian, but that doesn't work. It's already proven that doesn't work, and their solution is a non-solution. So they're not even trying to improve things. They're just
smoking there.
It's not even that. It's not even that sophisticated. They're making a mockery of everyone who's trying to help anyone. That's how I see it now, because they're not they're not thinking about the public at all, or they want the public to be in fear, or it's no, that the end game I think is much bigger than just taking down the prisoners.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I think they don't even know what they've got in their hands. I think that they're about to like overload. System overload.
Well, I know this, that whatever their end game is, I guess it's the California model or blur the lines of GP and SY or whatever. I know this. It's exploding, and it's not going to be in their best benefit. You know, the motherfuckers are sick of it, man. I mean, that's the flat out bare knuckle truth right there.
Well, and then again, they're inspired. Okay, like there was that murder, and they were BZ numbers, the latest BZ numbers. Those are people that are brand new to the prison system. And yet,
well,
you know, they want to blame people who are you know, quiet, sophisticated, being left the fuck alone, trying to do their time, get out, be done with it.
Right. Yeah, I just, don't blame us for other people's actions. That's all I'm saying, man. That group punishment. That's all. And keep it real. I told them years ago, they asked me when we did the hunger strike to get the tablets, we had talks with Warden Lynch. And he goes, how can we fix the system? And he seemed very interested. How can we fix the system? And I said, for one, orient your rehabilitation for reals, make it real, and enhance family communication all the way around, man. And stop catering to the SNYs. Stop catering to the weenie whackers. That's what but they're not. They're not done. They continue to cater to them people. And it's a shame because we GP ain't got nothing to do with them guys. But yet, we're being faulted or we're being painted with that brush that all the shit is because of us or, long-term isolation needs to come back. And so now I'm speaking out more and more now and the truth is coming out and they don't like it. And they got these weirdos coming out in droves and it's fucking bizarre, But yet they'll turn a blind eye to this Chomo in Yolo County being let out by his own homeboys, by the news report that's reporting it, his people. Not mine. We didn't let him out. That's not an isolated incident. It's happening many, many times. That dude should have never been let out after 4 months after he hurt the first kids.
No, you're right.
He should be given immediately a life sentence, point blank, done deal. But yet they let him out after 4 months.
It's crazy.
To go hurt another child.
It's crazy.
And now They gave him 100 years. He only did 11. Got a compassionate release, and they're letting him out again. Like, are you fucking serious? But I can't even get a fucking fair shake to hit a mainline with my friends, or my other homeboy out Pelican Bay can't get a fair shake. I mean, what kind of system you got here?
Well, what about the fair shake you didn't get on the 263?
Right? You mean 261?
261, yeah, 261. Yeah.
Yeah, right. To get out of prison. At the time, I was only convicted of attempted murders, right?
Right.
And they didn't want me out. They didn't want me out because I would not debrief.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I would not debrief. And Terry Turner, the head of the parole board, said you will never get out of prison unless you tell us everything we want to know about you, your life in the gang. And I said, I don't belong in no gang, dude. I'm just a white dude in prison. So she's asking, people to debrief to get dates. And that don't work like that. That don't work like that.
Well, how is that rehabilitation?
It's not, dude. It's not.
How is that providing you with the fortitude and the skills to make it out on the streets?
Or substantive rehabilitation. It don't provide no substantive rehabilitation, no skills for the streets, no nothing. No nothing. We got any people on this chat room real quick?
Oh, we sure do. I'll just go backwards. Paul G, he stopped in. He says,
"What's up, Paul G?" I said mine. Sorry, babe.
We got Thunder, newcomer.
What's up, Thunder? Welcome to the channel, bro. You gonna get the truth over here about corruption, my friend. Fully activated. We don't cross no lines, but we keep it real and only hit it with the reach out the corruption side of the coin.
Ken's here. He checked in earlier.
Ken, I said mine, brother.
Tony Farrell. I've seen this name. So hi.
All right, now I said mine. So check this out. That guy Gabe Morales was doing a fucking his channel, and he mentioned that trip with Ronnie, and allegedly with the 115 attack.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And he allegedly came at a couple cops or whatever. But what Gabe Morales forgot, or purposely forgot and left out, omitted, was the fact that 90 days prior, Ronnie was power drove straight face first into the ground while he was handcuffed, right? Okay, by an officer who's still employed, still here, still working, for passing a sweatshirt, right? That another officer told him he could do it. So Gabe left that out of his spiel, right? He left it out of his spiel. But he was sure enough wanting to heighten up this bullshit 115 that's probably going to get beaten in the courts. It's bizarre that he don't want to report about these chomos, but he wants to report about shit that happens to us, and then he omits very serious facts.
Okay, so you cut me off completely. There's more. I mean, we got some good activity in here, but Jimmy Beck, I don't know if we've ever heard from Jimmy Beck. He said, did he drop out? Yeah, who exactly are you asking about that he did Brant drop out? Brant's never gonna fucking drop out. What are you talking about? K-Pro says, keeping it real, brother. Saying hi from Alberta, Canada.
That's right. Keep it real, man. We send ours to Canada.
And
we send ours.
And Mike D is back, and he gave us some conversation. And
all right, Mike D. We send ours, bro.
Yep. They both him and Ken want to know why they're not letting you out.
Because I don't conform. I won't conform, Ken. I won't conform, and I'm not their puppet. They can't play me, man. They can't play my friends. We know their game. Caught them. We caught them.
You will be out. You will be out. Guaranteed. You will be out this side of dirt, sucking air. Upright.
That's right.
Oh, and
That's
Death
right,
Race.
baby girl.
Death Race is finally catching them alive. Yep.
All right, Death Race. I see Mom. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm glad y'all showed up, man. Because get the message out. Spread the message. Spread the message. And I want to address this. Actives don't talk bullshit, because we do. And we have. And we've been active as civil rights participants in this big old movement.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
You know, we used to talk in the prison focus. Well, we used to talk in the prison legal news, but like my friend Outlaw said, that's aimed at your higher, class, you know, the upper class people. You know, I want to reach, you know, our people. I want to reach down to earth people. Let me call back.
All right, Ken, I'll let him know. I'm calling back. Oh. Jimmy back, are you talking about my husband? Because I'm going to just assume you were. Yeah. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
You're back. Okay, so Ken says he's gonna get at you later, so he's got something for you.
All right, Ken, I send my love, brother. You know that, man. I hope everybody's well out there. You know, we're trying a little something different, and I've seen the writing on the wall, folks, and I'm like very driven, man, to put the truth out there, because it counts, man. The truth and the facts should matter in decision making on people's lives. You know, that's what I really feel. And yes, if hindsight's 2020, and if I would have known years ago life was gonna be difficult like this, you damn right, man. I wouldn't even came to prison, you know, or if I had a chance. If I had a chance when I was a kid in the 90s to be told, hey, maybe one day you get out of prison, you know, get your education, all these programs, you know, maybe one day, 10, 15, 20 years, you got a shot. Keep your nose clean. But back in the 90s, man, it wasn't like that. You were told flat out, you will never get out of prison. I don't care if you got 5 to life, 10 to life, 15 to life, 25 to life, you're never getting out. So it's a different time, man. And then, you know, I just want to say that for the viewers to make that straight, you know.
Okay, I'd like to verify that. You know, you put a young person who's technically still not even matured physically,
right,
and tell them they have no hope, and tell them they have no hope. What do you think is going to happen? I don't understand how they could just set people up for failure time and time again. Yep.
And you know what's crazy about it is when I went to board in 2016 as a youth offender, I fell on a youth offender parole board, and Terry Turner tells me, you know, they want to know all the 69 115s in my file, what I've done and why, to everything. I'm not doing all that. I'm not telling them shit. But I told her this. How is it you are bamboozling, gaslighting society, basically saying that you're going to send me to prison for life. I didn't hurt nobody. You're going to put me in the prison for life, and then take all my programs, positive programs, lifer programs, conjugal visits, everything from me and my class of prisoners. And then 20 years later, after I survived your fucking prison system and became a product of my environment, you're going to tell me and society, hey, we'll let you out of prison. We'll give you a real opportunity. And then base your decision on my survival in your fucking fucked up machine system. Who the fuck you think you're fooling? Because you're not fooling me. And if I have any say in it, I'm going to let America know that they shouldn't be fooled either. And she was so tongue-tied when I hit her with that, she got very frustrated. And, it was, I call it out. It is what it is, man. It's a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hoax. I mean, it might be better now. I'm sure it is. I've heard of a few people getting out now. But when SB 260 and 261 first was enacted, nobody was getting out unless you were debriefing. And I even had guys going in front of them who had 30 years clean. But the fact of the matter that they didn't debrief, they got shot down. So, and it's a fucking hoax, man. And that's what they're doing today, baby girl. And everybody, that's what they're doing today. Crossing lines, blurring lines, playing prison politics, administration lying. Like, not everybody is a dumb, blind, or young, naive kid in the system. Mm-hmm. You know, not all of us are like that. I've read a few books. And you can see what they're doing. If you just kick back, open your eyes, open your ears, and learn, you can see what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And that is why I take the position I do.
Well, and we're grateful for it. I mean, somebody's got to, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You know, I've spoken with some of my bros and my friends are, you know, they love what I'm doing. They love what you're doing. Alcohol, everybody, by putting out the truth and not, you know, putting sugar on the truth and telling you whatever boogeyman fear-mongering stories and all that crap, because we're not doing that over here, man.
Nope.
We're not doing that over here. No way. You know, why would this guy Morales, this guy Gabe, you know, continuously pump shit up and sensationalize bogus information, half-truths, but yet not go after the chomos, not highlight the chomos, the rapos, and the elder abusers. Mm-hmm. They do let out of prison. You know, that is the bizarre thing, man.
I know. They want to fuck with society. That's what they're doing. Yeah. I mean, how are they serving anything but themselves?
Right.
And they're hurting people to do it. And it puts, I'm sorry, but it puts them right on the level with the chomos and the elder abusers and such.
Well, they're protecting them. Baby girl, they violate the law. They come to prison. Staff protect them. They protect them. They put them on them yards. They give them the best jobs, the best vocational trainings, the best programs, and they protect them.
Well,
okay. Then they let them out. Wait. Then they let them out to the streets, right? Mm-hmm. They probably put attaboy chronicles in their files, right? Attaboy chronicles. Then they let them out. They let them go home. Then they come back again. Then they go home again. Mm-hmm. Then they come back again. Then they go home again. Then they come back again. And it's like, wait a minute, man. You want to know what's wrong with the system? That.
They do that with petty criminals too. You know.
Yeah.
People who rob and mug, and it's the same. It's kind of the same theory on their part, but it doesn't.
Right.
It hurts society on the same level. I mean, not not the same
hurting the
level, but
kids.
it's hurting society in general. Just
Yeah,
making more victims.
they're making more kid victims.
Well, not
And
just
then they're
kid,
saying, "Oh, we're fixing the system." No, you're not fixing the system.
not just kid victims, but also kids who are so exposed to it, they find it acceptable and grow up to be that
Mm-hmm.
as well. I mean, we're
Right.
not cleaning up
Yep.
society at all. We got some talk in the chat.
All right.
First
Yeah.
off, K Pro says 2 scoops is one mentally strong dude, man.
Get on, K-Pro.
And Tim K
Get on,
popped
my
in and
friend.
says hi.
Tim K, what's up, my bro? I said, man. Surprise, surprise. Coffee with Scooch.
And
Cannot day with Cucharones.
And Ken says some of the best educated individuals are in prison, self-educated because schools don't teach shit. Boom.
Right. Exactly. I agree with that, Ken. I really do, my friend. I want y'all to remember, okay, yesterday we did a video, me and my wife did, some of y'all caught it, about the incident at Pelican Bay, right? Okay. And they're saying it was GPR, right? Well, what they're not telling y'all is the riots that happened up there, I guess a week ago, when they took 2 busloads of SNYs up there, 45 on a bus, so that's 90. Put them on the yard, and big things happen between them and GPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so then all of a sudden, this little move happens up here on the staff, according to the media. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just, saying what I heard. But I can read the writing on the wall. They're probably sick of it, just like we are. I've heard it for 2 or 3 years now, all races. Black, white, Mexicans, North.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That they are set up with staff manipulating politics. Staff playing politics on prisoners as they are prisoners. Administration lying and cherry picking policies. Administration, cherry picking who gets a little bit more action, leniency, and not upholding, like here. A couple black dudes come back, NDS, right? Guess what they do? They take their tablets, told them, you need to tell us what we want to know, or you're not getting your tablet or your NDS privileges. That, my friends, is going to cause problems. That is happening on a bigger scale. NDS Askar settlement says we get everything damn near as you do on a GP mainline. Commissary, all of it. And you're not supposed to be in ad seg that long when it's not any fault of your own. You're supposed to be transferred really quick back to a sense of normalcy. But what Sacramento has done and New Folsom is doing, they're playing these games again, thinking we are just going to accept it. And I've heard for the last 2 to 3 years, motherfuckers are getting tired of it, man. And you get a bunch of lifers who are getting tired of it on GP yards, you're going to have a problem. And there's reasons, like GP don't just do something to do it without a reason. 9 times out of 10, something had happened to spur a response. And it's the response that gets reported, not the spark that started the wildfire, but the wildfire itself. Period.
So it seems.
Go ahead.
No, sorry.
Oh, the SNY yards is chaos. There's no rhyme or reason. I've said it many times. Many times. So get your facts right. Other YouTube platforms. Report. If you're going to report the truth. Yes, shit happens in prison. You're never going to stop all of it. That's prison, dude. Fuck, man. It's not nice here. And I tell the kids, everybody, man, if I save one dude from coming, cool, I did my job. It's not cool, man. Go fishing. Play baseball. Do something. Don't go to prison.
Well, I think they're kind of playing politics when they mix the facts between those two separate yards. They're muddying the waters,
Classes.
and that's
That's called class. Yeah.
It's called what?
Two different classifications. That's what you meant to say.
Right, right. And they're muddying the waters, and they're using it to put up that smoke screen so they can
Yep.
put up their boogeyman stories. And as long as
Yep.
like there's all this chaos on SNY, they don't have to define that it's actually SNY, and that they can just say it's the way the pot rolls, but it's not. It's one side, and there's another side, and then they want to
You have
destroy.
60 seconds remaining.
They want to destroy the side that's not as chaotic. It makes no sense.
Well, I mean, and it's kind of controlled. So let me call.
Yeah, we get the callback thingy going again. Alrighty. Hope y'all are doing good in the chat. I love seeing y'all. You got any comments or questions? Lay them down. I'll read them to Brant. But yeah, I don't want to call dude angry. You sit around on your fat, over privileged ass and accuse somebody of being angry when you know the situation they're in is anything less than pleasant.
You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, thank you for
They
using
time
Global
his
Pill Link.
calls. Yeah, no, the calls are on a timer and they shut off every 15 minutes. Sometimes they shut off sporadically, but every 15 minutes the call ends and he has to call back.
Right. Yep. I'm back. I'm back. So, yeah, man, we wanted to get on here because we heard a few stupid ass comments somebody else made, and you know, it's not because of them, but that stove is heating up, and I wanted to tell you, I told everybody so, man. I told everybody so what was gonna happen.
Things are
ramping. I think it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Things are ramping up, and not for the better.
No. When you're rewarding chomos with outdates and releasing them, and then you're rewarding, so you got to go ask him why he, for whatever reason he goes over there, and what's he do? He gangbangs. He gets in the gangs, right? So he couldn't make it over here with us for whatever reason. He goes over there, he gangbangs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And does whatever, and then he catches a body. He was going home 6 years, didn't do shit GP, or he tried, I don't know. And then he goes over there, could have went home, caught some murder, and then what they do, they put him up in the California model building, caught another one with a weirdo with him, killing another weirdo. And here's the thing. That's CDCR created, man.
Yeah.
That's CDCR generated, manufactured, manipulated. They did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're rewarding these dudes that have proven to be failures. They put a program like the California model on a yard full of failures, you know. And what do you think's going to happen? Why not put real substantive rehabilitative programs on GPRs? I mean, real substantive programs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why not put training courses and you know, job courses and shit like that back on GP yards? I know some of the lower levels got them and shit, but to get to a lower level, you got to be level 4 for a while, then you got to go down to level 3. I mean, it's fast damn near impossible to do that. With the way the prison system is, sooner or later someone drop a kite on you, go to the hole. But if you keep your head down, keep focused, keep your head down, stay out of the politics, don't raise your hand, stay off the drugs, keep your head down, and go home. Get into the programs, get into whatever program they got.
Hey,
take 2 years.
You might even learn a new trade.
Right. Take 2 years and learn every program they got. Take it, get it, and stay into it. Go to the law library. Learn the law if you're going to break it, man. I mean, goddamn, a little bit. But,
right.
Hey, man, I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole. But there's a lot of ways they could fix it if they want it to be a success. But that's the thing. They don't want it to be a success because then you start not having no bodies in the cell, so therefore you lose money. If without prisoners, the cops and CCPOA got no job, right? It's all connected. But yeah, man, I wanted to get on here real quick, babe. You guys got any questions or comments? Shoot it.
Yeah,
Leave a comment. You like hearing the truth? Hit the like button and share, man. Subscribe. Get the word out. Go ahead.
Dunder says stay strong, and PFC Mills checking in from the UK. He says,
okay, right on, UK.
You really
keeping him way over here to UK.
He says you really keeping him on his toes with these different times. They are different times, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're trying a few things different, man. And when we're feeling it, man. And I can't sit back and allow the narrative to be false and get out in the public without putting the truth with it, And I got nothing to lose and gain from this shit, man. I don't want nothing. I don't seek nothing. I just put out the truth. So hear the truth and understand this, folks. My main thing is the group punishment, getting rid of the group punishment, the bogus confidential information, that they use on us now again. And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Their fake bullshit being disseminated by dropout SNY rats. So how you got a guy that's been out of the game 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, but yet he's trying to put out that he has current reliable information. Like, dude, you've been a snitch 5 years, 10 years. Ain't no TP prisoner gonna give you that. Especially none of my friends. So how are they getting some bullshit like that? Probably a cop. Has to. It's probably a cop. That type of shit. It goes on, man. That's why I say cops are playing politics.
No, we've already like proven time and time again that they're sprouting seeds throughout the SNY populace and creating fiction. There's too many powders in the world, and it's not just in there either. Tim K says, thanks for sharing the truth with us.
Yeah, Tim K, always, my friend. Always. That's what you get over here, the truth, man. The truth. And, there is a fix to their system, but they don't want it. They don't want it because then it takes away from their money.
I guess. I guess safety's aside, and my motto has always been, safety first.
Right.
Safety first. Err on the side of caution.
Right. When you got people reporting bunk information and cloudy in the waters and what you blur them lines and then they're benefiting. what they think is going to happen when they start mixing two different classifications, right? You got one classification that snitched on all the other classifications. You don't think they're pissed off? you don't think they're pissed off? He didn't rat on me, he ran on somebody.
Wait, and then, just to make sure everybody's irritated, make them sleep on concrete and feed them garbage, because that's a real winning move right there.
Yeah. They're definitely going to get a motherfucker upset. Feed them some pea protein.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Some soybean, whatever it is. But,
yeah, no, there's no reason to think that somebody that's been crammed in a box like you are wouldn't be a little bit angry. And for good reason. And this is why we come out here and speak about this.
Right.
Because it's happening to a lot of people. And nobody else is exposing the truth and how they're causing harm, creating boogeymans, and screwing over society at large just so they can get more money in their coffers. It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. When you got like I said, man, I've been in a hole now 9 years in solitary confinement, 9 years for nothing. The last 5 years, 4 years on the NDS status, non-disciplinary. I'm here by no fault of my own. And there's other people like me. I'm not the only one. There's other people like me, and they continue to use this confidential information. We can't even challenge. And if we beat 1 or 2 in the court, they got 10 more in the wings that we don't even know about. And this is, again, the problem. And then you got on top of this problem, you got another problem. It's just never ending in CDCR, folks. It ain't.
So,
but the truth is the truth, and you're going to get it from me.
K-Pro asks, was Two Scoops able to get out of 23-1 after Askar settlement, and what happened to send him back if that's what happened?
Okay, K-Pro, yeah, I got out on the Askar settlement, and I was on the main line on a weak, soft level 4 main line, very soft, and it was a slap away from a basic fucking level 3, and one thing led to another. Some dude, a white dude, came at me. He didn't like the fact that I wouldn't conform to IGI's agenda. An argument took place. He hit me with coffee, came out of his pocket with a thing, and I knocked him out. Next thing you know, he's dead. And stabbed up 17 times. They controlled the narrative, had 4 of their confidential informants that were on my yard, that were white within the wood pile. Control the narrative, disseminate lies and slander. And before the truth could get out, when I was in the hole, that lies and slander took seed and sprouted everywhere up and down California. Then, on my RICO case, when a couple of real facts came out, people seen it, and it was like, holy shit. I can't believe it, man. The cops did that. IGI, OCS, prison gang cops did all that with their undercover snitches that were on that yard. They did all that. They created a narrative. They wanted to, they basically attacked us from the inside out. And with slander, with fake news, with propaganda. And it, I hate to say it, but it was effective. And then we got together. We seen it in our RICO case. Some things came to light that exposed what they did. And we're like, gotcha. So we seen what they were doing. And you know what the sad thing is? Everybody else sees what's going on, right? they see it too because we put it all out there, and seeing the paperwork of their operation that they were running, the scam that they were running on the inside, and it's still going on. It's still going on. They're still doing it.
Well, I think,
and it could.
I think the Askar settlement missed one pertinent point that they basically put all their power into, was that they weren't called out for lying in the first place.
Right. Well, they, and you're right. And another point where they fucked up at is they didn't mandate that confidential information cannot be used to put a person in the hole. Right? So what they did was, now they can use confidential information to put you in the hole for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you don't even know what you're fighting because you don't know if there's a face behind that document.
Mm-hmm.
And, that was a big hole that wasn't filled by the attorneys on that settlement.
Right.
And like with Todd Askar himself, something happened to him in Ironwood. 2 dudes, I guess, allegedly. I don't know how true it is because I wasn't there.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Try to get on him, and from what I've heard, it was for the staff. It was a setup, just like it was on me. But
there's a lot of parallels. There's a lot of parallels between you and him and how you guys were treated.
Now let me call back.
Like systemically, they had a system for getting at both these guys. It's kind of creepy when you look at the big picture. Okay, he's calling back. Yeah, Brant's not a smoker anyways. He don't care about cigarettes. Yeah.
Call, say, or dial.
Come on, how many times?
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Alrighty, you're back.
I'm back. Yeah. Hey, babe. When Ronnie said the best at his sentencing to Judge Mueller,
Mm-hmm.
We were targeted for being white civil rights activists to get out of the shoe. And I'm going to tell you, and what shows it is that fucking email that the DEA nearing sent to the DA prosecutor in our case 60 days after we came to the main line, folks. He told the DA on an email, I want to take Yandel down so hard my teeth hurt. My teeth hurt. That's very personal. Right?
Yes.
That's very deep. That's not just that I want to get him and charge him. That dude had a personal grind on my friend for what? For what? For fighting for our rights? So, and that was 60 to 90 days after we were just let out of the Askar settlement. They attacked us. They attacked us using propaganda. They attacked us using fake information, undercover snitches, fake paperwork, fake rumors, slander. So, I don't understand how much clearer that has to be. And it's crazy that Judge Mueller didn't grant that motion to throw out the case and dismiss it based on that email. Now, get this. We were 5 years into our RICO case before that email was even given to us, to our attorneys. The DA sat on that email until middle trial and then released it to Ronnie's attorneys. Like, are you serious?
So, the trial probably wouldn't have even gone the way it did if that had come out in the beginning, because obviously there's an agenda planted.
Right, it's vindictive prosecution. That's what it's called, vindictive prosecution. Right. I don't know if it would have never happened, babe, I can't say that, but I know this. It was very, very ugly on their part to release that. They could have put that 4 or 5 years ago and gave it to us at the beginning. You know,
Right.
or maybe the investigations would have took a different route. I don't
Right.
know. But in the middle of trial?
Yeah.
Middle of trial.
Well, I think if it would have come out after trial, it might have been harmful evidence.
Oh, it would have been dismissed. Yeah, that would have been over. No, that would have been a definite violation. There's certain rules of evidence, right? And you know, the DA can be grimy all the way up until the day of trial, a week or whatever into it. You can get a delay, you know, you can investigate the whole 9 yards. But that one email shows everything.
Right.
So in 2016, February 1st, he sent that email to the DA saying, I want Mr. Yandell so bad my teeth hurt. Well, we had just gotten out. November 2015, December, January of 16, February. So 3 months maybe, you know, and that shows that it's connected to the activism, the civil rights movement that we were doing to bring light to inhumane practices and draconian practices. That shows it's connected. How can you not connect it? You're an idiot if you can't see it. You know?
Right.
And, I mean, think of that. Because we're white, we can't be activists for civil rights. You're crazy.
Well,
you know?
They've been kind of doing this all along. I mean, that thing we read shows that they were doing it back in 50 years ago.
1974. Right. So my wife, you know, there's an article that my wife has that Outlaw provided us that show the white folks and blacks have been active in civil rights movement all the way back in 73, 74, even before that. Read these articles, man. Do your homework, man. But a lot of these other channels, they don't do that. They just report whatever the gang units for CDCR and CDCR headquarters wants them to report and read and script on their platforms and the boogeyman stories, but yet they'll let this. They won't say nothing about the child molester that's getting out of prison. They'll hide that, you know. They'll hide that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's bizarre, man.
We got some
it's
comments.
Bizarre, and yet they got me locked up.
We got some comments. Tim K says, sounds like he wanted revenge for you all standing up for your rights and challenging the corrupt and vile system.
Exactly, Tim K. Exactly.
And
we became an enemy of their system.
King Kong says, it seems like they hate Ronnie and Brant the most of all of CDC. I hear all the other factions are on level 4 yards. And he also says, I think Bernie Sanders, the American guy who tried to become president, was marching for civil rights, wasn't he? King Kong, yeah, but it's different when white prisoners, it's specifically the white prisoners that they're vilifying to do civil rights. And I believe Bernie Sanders, he's got a whole other agenda going on, but he's not so much for civil rights as much as
your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
He claims civil rights, but I think he's more about what is it? Having that control. He's just another politician in a pocket.
Yeah, they're politicians. They're going to say what they got to say to get that dollar bill, doll.
Dollar bill.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Wait, you want to address that?
I wanted to.
Go ahead.
But, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, we're going to, like, needed a reminder of what was said prior to that.
Oh, no. King Kong, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you say?
That CDCR seems to hate you and Ronnie the most because the other factions are on level 4 yards.
Yes, yes, yes. You know why? It's because we speak out.
Mm-hmm.
We're an enemy. You know, like, we can, people can go be violent all they want to be violent, right? They can go and do it one time, get cuffed up, go the hole. But if you use your mind and you try to educate the next prisoner and you try to school the people around you on what's really going on, that is the worst type of enemy against their corruption you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you wouldn't believe. So, that I'm telling you guys the truth, man. That is the straight up truth right there. You use your mind. You become sharp with your mind. You are more of an enemy than a man that's going to be violent. Because he can only be violent one time, then they got him down for a couple of years. Unless he's SNY, then they'll put him right back out there. And they'll protect him. And they'll let him fucking show women his dangling, and then they'll protect him again.
God.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But, yeah, King Kong, they hate old Scoops and Ron. They hate us, man, because we speak out. We're not scared of them. We're not scared of them. We're not scared of them. I don't care, man. Bring it. You're not going to kill me for free. Whether it be a guard or whatever. I'm not dying for free. You got to bring some ass to get some ass. What's up? I prefer to kick back, though. I prefer to use the courts and shit, but CDCR, man, they're trying to ice us, man, and it's the truth. It's the truth. And what they're doing, though, is they're doing it slick. They're doing it where they can minimize their fingerprints on it, And so, when they slam my friend Ronnie like that wasn't.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That was blatantly trying to take him down because he filed a lawsuit against them, and they didn't like it. They didn't like what he alleged in his lawsuit and what he claimed. So they sent this dude over here. I believe so does he. They sent this dude over here to try to pull a Ronnie Price move on him. So that's what I believe.
Wow, we got some big deals here. Guess who popped in? Our girl Renee.
Renee, what's up, Renee? I sent mine to you, sister. I hope you're well. Hell yeah.
Taft Woods popped in, says hi. Tim had to bounce, but he shared with us and King Kong that in the U.S., whites are attacked when they assert their rights and band together for their rights.
Yeah, right, we are, bud. We're called racist, and that's not fair.
No, it's not.
That's not fair. So you can have blacks band together, Mexicans band together, but as soon as us whites do it, we're racist. And that's so far removed from the truth. Because I'll band together with Mexicans and blacks. I band together with men, good men, with honor and integrity, and solid in their beliefs, and going home with their honor and integrity intact. I'll band together with them. I don't care if you're yellow, purple, whatever. But they're still going to label me and Rama and the rest of my friends as racist. And we're just white dudes in prison, man, fighting for what's right. Right, babe?
Right.
Yep. So, man, I don't know. You guys want to add something to this conversation? Shoot it, man. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe. Leave comments, y'all. Leave comments. Let's get this. You guys got any ideas you want to ask me questions or whatever? If I can answer, I will. If I don't, I ain't gonna cross no line. So, the whole system is tore up, man. And see the writing on the wall. People are trying to open these shoes back up. Isolate these big dudes, man. Isolate these dudes here. They're the problem. No, we're not.
Mm-mm.
The problem is on the SOI yards, not the GP.
Mm.
The problem is the cops playing politics
Mm-hmm.
and administrations. That's your 90% of your damn problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up.
Problems creating
90%
problems, creating problems. And no solution
Perfect. I
coming
like
out.
that one.
I don't
That's
see
good, man.
I don't see them even trying to make an effort to clean up or make things right. They just want to have
No.
problems to solve, and they're not solving them. And we're paying for that. I'm a little bit sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, y'all paying for that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so
Taxpayers
we're paying
always paying
them.
for it.
We're paying them to terrorize society. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. And then they
Mhm.
sugarcoat it and whitewash it and put clown makeup all
Mhm.
over it. And it's just disgusting.
Yep.
And this is our
Exactly.
corrections program. Okay.
Right. A lot of us, we came in the system as youngsters and shit, and in the system,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
it's already broken. Then they want to take what we did have, and then they put this oil on it, call it rehabilitation, but it's not for us. It is. It might be for the SOY classification, but it ain't for us. Let me call back, babe. I gotta call back.
All right. Well, we'll get back on that. This was supposed to be a shorty. Are they ever? Okay. I'll be back in a second. Thanks, guys, for popping in. Put your comments in the chat. Don't forget to send us love in the comment section later. All we want is to get heard.
Thank you for using
All right.
Robotel Link.
Couple comments in the chat. Taffwood says, well, first of all, Renee says, yep, and she's awake. And we're so glad you showed up. Taftwood says, what's it going to take for them to realize they're making a huge mistake trying to integrate these fucking weirdos back into the main line? Huh.
Well, I think as soon as if these cops keep getting hurt, I think they're going to realize then, because what's going on, Taftwood, is that the SOIs are so scared to come out there. When they do get out there, the cops uncuff them, and who are they going to attack? So they don't have to go to the yard with us. They attack the cop. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, because they don't want to go to the yard with us. They don't want to come out there and get hurt, Okay? So they attack the guy that's escorting them. And that's how you're getting your numbers. That's inflating the staff assaults in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them. Not all, but most. And I think, and as soon as, it's a very serious attack, or I think when it's very, either all the way or, somebody dies or whatever, then the feds are going to say, you know what? They're going to threaten CDCR about stepping in and taking over, because it's a national security.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald Trump's administration can order investigations into the corruption of CDCR
Mm-hmm.
and falsifying documents, per se, right? So when they falsify documents and lie on memorandums, that is a federal civil violation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a prison term. Arturo Pacheco got 12 years for lying on a document.
But not murdering someone.
Right. And that was, like I said, that's a bizarre trip right there, baby girl. He falsified his report on the guy he murdered, but they didn't charge him for the murder. They only charged him for the falsified report.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and until shit like that can, once it starts to get worse, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
And, the feds can step in and completely take over the system because it's so fucking broken.
Yeah, but it kind of feeds the feds, so I don't see that they're all that willing to interfere with, they're not broken for them system. Comments.
Right.
Taffwood says they get off on cops right away to avoid meeting their fate. Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly, Taffwood.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're getting these numbers of inflated staff assaults right there.
And
most of them, not all.
King Kong says it's bullshit they're putting GP people's careers at risk, letting SNY move in because no normal person wants to live next to a cholo. Then he loses his day. Yeah, Cali prison is all the way crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And we're supposedly the prototype for all the other prisons in the
I know. In the country. And it's so fucking tore up here that if they actually did an investigation, right? A thorough, real, truthful, non-biased investigation. Somebody, like you guys, the public, some high-powered attorneys and judges and the public involved, and so it can't be corrupted by the CCPOA with money or whatever. Uncorruptible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need, the oversight.
Mm-hmm.
And to really, really demand answers on how your money is being spent.
Absolutely.
That can help. Picket in front of their headquarters. But you got to do it peaceful, because as soon as you break that peaceful line, they win. As soon as you got a political argument going on, as soon as the first person gets personal, he loses. So, that's how it is. And, what?
I was thinking about how we get a civilian watchdog going, and I just realized that it can't be organized to do it right, but we can come together to do it right. And that all factions of people who have people in prison or have a concern about how prison is run should demand transparency and do all they can to get underneath the veil.
Exactly. Because it's y'all's money that they're using.
Right.
So how come you can't have a say in and ask, why is your money being used like that? Or how is it being used when it comes to the Department of Corrections? It's like you're wrong for even asking. Then they'll take this cholo from YOLO case, put it on a poster, and say, this is why you shouldn't even ask what we're doing in here. We're protecting your kids, this guy right here. But on the back side of that poster, they don't tell you. On the front side, it looks one way. On the back side of the poster, read the fine print. They let that guy out of prison.
King Kong says, they should demand a third-party audit all these statistics and say, hang on, this is mostly SNY problems. Take the programs from them and put them on GP. Here's the problem with a third-party audit is they get bought off. They become corruptible. They become absorbed. CCHCS, which is the healthcare system that they brought in to observe
This
what
call
was
and
going
your
on.
telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Instead of being the watchdog that it was supposed to be, now it's a systems file program. And now they are part of CDCR. They're even promoting the California model.
California model.
So they become a sick entity of CDCR. It's like the opposite of a tumor. It's like it grew into it instead of growing out of it. You know, like CDCR's cancer got into CCHCS.
Right, it became absorbed. CDCR absorbed the watchdog Federal Oversight Commission that's called CCHS, and that's what my wife is really big against and keeping an eye on if we can get something going, because it will be done.
Hold on.
You know, if you let it.
Hold on. He says, but what about if they have to make the documents public so the communities can view the reports? They technically are public, but they don't publish it. You have to go and get it. And they make it difficult, and they'll take forever, and they'll charge you for copies, and some things are more expensive than others, and if they haven't done an investigation, they'll charge you to do the investigation. It's ridiculous how hard it is to get the facts out of them, and then you have to create some sort of network yourself to design a visual board to see where all this stuff is going. I pulled out one or two things. It's so obvious that there's
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Money gets recycled in there, straight up recycled, and there's so much money that's unaccounted for that they're not showing up, or they're so vague about how they spend money that they're not really answering any questions.
Well, a lot of times the CCPOA union for the prison is so powerful, they admitted in federal court, in the Ninth Circuit Court, yeah, we falsified documents. Yeah, we cut and paste on another inmate from one snitch to another guy. Yeah, we do this. Sue us. Who gives a fuck? That's basically what they said, bro. Baby girl. And when you got entities like that powerful, the only thing that's going to make a change is the public pounding the tables, going to the media. You got to go to the media, folks, and this is why me and Ronnie said a long time ago, and Todd Askar, we got to get the media involved to let the fucking world know what they're doing. This is what they're doing.
And then the media is so tippy-toey around it because they know what side their bread is buttered on, and they won't come out with the hard, cold facts. So
they won't hardball it; they'll softball it. I know, girl, and you're right. We were just talking about that, me and Ron. Day for yesterday on the yard. They soft tail everything. Instead of coming out, blam, 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 they lob the ball up. They lob the ball up. They lob the ball up. No, that's not how you fix it. It ain't gonna be fixed that way. Because CDCR will eat you alive. As soon as you take your foot off that gas, it's over. It's over. And they're good. They're good at what they're doing. We heard somebody say before, the Pelican Bay hunger strike dudes run to the courts all the time when they don't like something. No. Because we know that as soon as they find a way around it and find a loophole, they're taking it. And they're doing it. They're trying to create it. They're going to do it. And we know that they're not into upholding laws. They're not into upholding the settlements that they make. Fuck no, man. What they're into doing is finding a loophole, finding a way around it. They have it their way, which is corrupt, full of corruption. Ron Broomfield, DAI, Sacramento headquarters, DRB hearing, didn't give a fuck about what I had to say at my hearing. He didn't care. He didn't give a fuck. All he cared about was what they were going to do that was predetermined. They got a plan.
They decided that you were going to be part of this new project because they decided this project was for people like you when it should be the people that they're like creating the SNYs for.
Well, I don't know. The RIHU down there in Corcoran, that's what it's called, Restricted Interaction Housing Unit, because we won't debrief, and they said we are a threat, and that we won't debrief, so they got to put us somewhere, right? And they slashed it with the PHU, and they think they're slick that I didn't catch on and we didn't catch on, but they've already done 4 of us, black, white, Mexican, and another black here at New Folsom that way, and there's 7 other Mexicans at other prisons that they did this way. And so that's what they should do for the SNYs, not us.
That's what I was saying.
But since they're doing it for us, what they're trying to do is create another version of the short corridor at Pelican Bay on with a different label. And a different yard. A different label.
And then one of the nastiest places you can go too.
Right.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, damn. Fuck. Let me call back.
All right. Okay, hold on, folks. What's up, doggy? Oh, yep. That's their whole MO. Take it down, yep.
Thank you for using Global Link.
Ken says, I swear that's not 15-minute calls, more like 5 minutes. That's because you're into what we're saying. It feels like, I swear to God, sometimes these 15-minute slots, like, damn, no way.
They go quick.
Yep.
Hey, Ken, you ain't lying, my friend. I get into my groove, bro. Watch out.
Oh, that was King
Kong.
Can
get the rolling.
King Kong said that.
King Kong.
Ken says billions of dollars have vanished. Yes, billions.
Yeah, man.
Billions.
Damn.
Says that right. That's their whole MO. It's crazy what they're doing.
That's right, baby girl. Baby girl knows it, man. She's been around, man. She's schooled.
You know, I watch all this stuff, and I go over to the groups over there at Facebook. You know, the supporters, and there's no support. I mean, they might be holding down their man, but there's no support in getting some kind of civil justice, some type of
let me educate. Let me give a moment of education about how to support it and how to fight. Okay, the dear to my baby girl and the others who fight in the street, here and there for a prisoner. Look, what I say is I understand that you can't fight 24/7. You got to pick your battles, right?
Right.
You got to pick your battles. But when you fight CDCR and you're an activist and you're pushing you're advocating for a prisoner or for all prisoners, you cannot stop. The gas.
That's right.
You can't punch and run. You got to stay there and demand change. If you don't get through the first time on your first call to whoever, counselor, medical, CDCR medical, whoever, you call and you call and you call. Then when you get through, you don't let them play games. You don't let them word salad you. You don't go for their fucking fucking hocus pocus. And you stand your ground. This is what's wrong with my man, my husband, my son, my brother. This is what's going on. Why are you not dealing with it? Oh, well, we're doing tests. What kind of test you doing? Oh, we're doing this. No, you're not. You're lying. I just talked to him yesterday. I want to speak to your boss. Oh, you don't want me to speak to your boss? Okay, I'll go to the media with your name. I'll go to social media and put your name out there in social media that you are torturing my man. You're torturing my husband, my son. You know, that's how you get results, folks. I know it's ugly, but what they don't like is their name in social media. You know, they being tortured. You got to take them to the media, man. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. And I guess, you know,
well,
you
they're afraid of retaliation. What they fail to realize is that they wouldn't be having a problem if they weren't already being retaliated against.
Right. And I get it. If you feel you be okay, look, there's always going to be that factor in there, right?
Right.
There's always going to be that retaliation factor. It's just prison. That's how it is. But if you're fighting for what's right, then, you know, you got to anticipate what the retaliations can be, right? You know, and whoever you're fighting for in prison understands that too. I'm sure of it, man. But I'd rather have my baby girl out there fighting and helping than not. I mean, because then they'll run right over everybody, you know? And what I fight for in here, everybody gets a chunk of. 8 months ago, or 6 months ago, I fought and got everybody pillows. How about that? Got 120 pillows for the whole fucking block. You know? Tablets go down. It's me and my baby girl getting the tablets back on. You know, headphones, they don't want to give headphones with the tablets no more. They have the microphone. So people on GPRs, other yards, wherever you're at, they don't want to, tablet people don't want to provide the headphones no more. What do? We got them provided. We made them stick to it or start selling them to us at the commissary or something else. You know, so what I fight for is everybody. It encompasses everybody, you know. And so I don't know. Just don't be scared. Don't fight scared, man. When you fight scared, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
Don't fight scared. You can't fight scared, man. You can't fight scared.
No.
Don't fight running away. You know, and it's using your brain. Keep your mind sharp. Use critical thinking. Think before you act. Think before you talk. Keep your eyes open. Keep keen alertness. And you get somewhere, man. So, with that said, you guys got any last questions or comments before we head out on this one?
Oh, we got a bunch in the chat here. We got a bunch in the chat. Kathleen was asking about your restitution. No, that's finally done after 30 years.
I don't owe no restitution there, bud. Listen, I want to say something. I don't ask for any handouts, panhandle. I don't do that, Kath. Nobody. I speak the truth, you know. But like my friend said, if somebody's wanting to look out, you know, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to turn down a lookout. You know, I'm not going to, because I sit here eating this garbage shit they give us. And whatever you guys, you know, that's on you. If you guys want to look out for a motherfucker, that's cool and appreciate and much love. But that's not what I seek. I seek to put the truth out, educate you guys, and to let you guys know what's really going on. And not to be bamboozled by these snitch tubers and guys like this dude, Gabe Morales, who won't go after the chomos and the real problems. So, okay, go ahead, Ben. Sorry, I just wanted to make that clear.
No, that's fine. Me and you says you sound great. That's Renee. You sound great.
Okay, Okay, thank you, Renee.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Huh?
Okay, and then Outlaw says another live. Damn. Hello, Team CSA.
What's up, bro? I said, man. Surprise, surprise, Outlaw. Yep, we had you, Outlaw. Had you. Well, I felt, when you get that urge,
Well, they're getting sloppy out there, and we feel like we need to clean it up a little bit, maybe, huh?
Well, if they're going to put out their lies, I'm going to put out our truth.
Yeah.
The real truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not killing their lies. I'm not their puppet.
And so King Kong says, is it like here where they hire doctors, etc., that just do what they're told? You could be missing an arm here, and they'll say they have a couple paracetamol. I guess that's like Tylenol. It's impossible to get any decent health care here. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly, King Kong. I have a buddy of mine. He's missing his arm. You know what they told him here in the state of California, CDCR? Oh, you're not disabled. You're not disabled. He's missing his arm.
That's crazy.
But he's not disabled.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's just the most craziest thing.
King Kong, I had a buddy of mine with cancer in the middle of his chemo treatment. The prison doctors cut him off, told him if he debriefs and snitches, they'll let him finish it, or he's just done. And guess what happened? He was just done. And he died 90 days later.
That's so messed up. Snitch and you can have
Just
your medicine. Wow. So, and then Tapwood says to me and you're right. It's great to hear some people come out of the chute, geetered out and broken down. It's great to see them staying solid, not letting the system bring them down. Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right, my friend. That's right, man.
And then King Kong's asking Outlaw, when's the next episode coming out? He enjoyed the last one. Says 100%. K-Pro says we need Chad from Blood on the Razor Wire to get on the case. Well.
Yeah. Well, hey, whoever wants to join the fight, man, hey, like, I don't even have beef with these other platforms. I don't do that, right? But it irks me, man. It irks me that they're not using their voice for something bigger and better than some knack-ass boogeyman fear-mongering story. And it's like you want to give all this blood and gore, and I get a lot of society's interested, right? But, come on, man. Mm-hmm. There's no fun in prison. There's no legend in prison. There's no millionaires in prison. That's all hype by the government so they can, I guess rationalize or justify taking y'all's money, that they need some money so they can create this new unit and go after these gang members and this, that, and the other. But it's not a gang member. That's something they label us as. That's something they put the labels on, not us. They validated us. We didn't validate ourselves. We're just white dudes in prison fighting for our rights. That's it. And we've been doing it for a long time. A long time. It just came to light during the hunger strikes.
So,
and it was, okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, there's just a lot of chatter. I just want you to be able to see it. King Kong asks, what's restitution, and do you have JPay?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
What, Ben?
He asked, what's restitution, and do you have JPay? Restitution is when the courts... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Ben.
When the courts demand money from you, and so any money that goes on your books, they take a percentage right off the top.
Right, 50%. So when you go to court, they fine you. They demand you pay sometimes victim restitution, court fines, county jail fines, whatever. And when you go to prison, in 1996, they started attaching prisoners' trust accounts. So if I got a job in prison, my $8 a month job, I'm rolling with $8, folks. My $8, they get 50%. First, it was 22%. 1996, 33% in 2000, 44% 2006, 50% 2008, and it went to 55%, and then it rolled back to 50%. Well, thank God I paid all mine off, and I don't owe nothing. I don't owe shit, and yes, we do. We got jet pay.
Okay, and then Tafwood says he's going to look out once a month. Thank you. And yeah, we also have Securus, but we do have JPay. And then Outlaw says, I'm editing a video right now, so maybe tomorrow. And
yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one, folks. Stay tuned.
And then Tafwood said, shout out to Outlaw News. And Renee says, to Tafwood, I am familiar with the system. Thank you.
That's right. That's right.
Outlaw says, Brant and I are going to record another video later tonight. Oh my God. And then King Kong's like, what the fuck? You should tell the doctor. Okay, use one arm and tell me that in a week.
Yeah. Hey, Outlaw, we cooking with fish grease now, bro. We cooking with fish grease.
and then Taftwood said to me and you, aka Renee, I figured you would, being a part of this channel. I want you to know, Taftwood, that Renee, aka me and you, was the first person
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I met on this journey. Okay. I want Brent to hear this too. So Renee showed up in my life via social media. I think it was Facebook. And she's just been a constant. Hold on.
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
So she showed up. She showed up in my life via Facebook, and she had been in the system. She was much more knowledgeable. She taught me a lot, and she has been a constant in my life, and I love her to death. And thank you, Renee, for being there for me, and showing me the ropes, so to speak.
That's right. And thank you, Renee. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being in my wife's life. Alice and you too, everybody. And for caring, man. For caring. You know, because without people like you, there is no check and balances. You know? And you know, and I truly appreciate y'all, man, and thank you for being there, support my wife, and giving her,
thank you,
you know, fortitude and knowledge and education, and I thank you, baby girl. Thank you, and so yeah, folks.
Okay, so we got lots of chatter in here. Now, don't be shutting off. You want to talk to your people, that the people get heard, okay? Yeah. All right. Okay, so Tafwood said, if I'm correct, a while back, CDCR cleaned out a bunch of accounts from the SHU based off of suspicion.
So that was an illegal move. I wasn't too sure of it, and I wasn't too sure of it, and I don't know the people that happened to, but I know it was illegal. It was, and I don't even think they cleared them out. I think they were just talking about it, and there was just some talk about it, but it never went nowhere. That's to my understanding, so that's my knowledge.
Okay, and then Outlaw said blood on the razor bottle won't help because he enjoys interviewing snitch tubers like himself and spreading boogeyman tales.
There it is
And
there.
then King Kong said, "Send me the JPay. I'll send $10. I know it's not much. I think all you need is his CDC number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just use his CDC number.
Yep.
Yeah, he said he timed it. It was 15 minutes. Damn, it goes quick. And then Taffwood said, "That's right. Sometimes you can meet family on here." Shout out to Renee. And Outlaw says, "You see how the snitch and pig tubers have saturated YouTube with bullshit AB videos. Gabe Morales' video was a joke." Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great joke. I mean, you call me angry. Yeah, I'm only angry when you let child molesters go.
Mm-hmm.
And lie.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not focusing in on a problem. You're trying to confuse the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're intentionally confusing the problem. It's crap.
It is crap.
So yeah, I get angry over that.
And then King Kong gave a shout out to Renee for helping and supporting another woman.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And
we gotta stick together, man.
We're pretty caught up there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we gotta stick together and fight together because it's powerful, man. It's very powerful in my eye. And your voices are the collective voices, man.
Mm-hmm.
The collective voices get heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is paying taxes in the United States and shit. You know, their money is going to this system that is just riddled with corruption. And Donald Trump could really, really make a fucking stink in their system if he wanted to.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, it would. You know, it really would, man. Investigate. You know, that's what the RICO case was developed for. Enterprises like that.
Right.
From the top down.
Right.
You know, corporations, big banks, big corps. You know, shit like that. And I guarantee you, they start digging, boy, they're going to be a lot of fucking people falling out for them.
Right.
These people ain't going to go to prison. You think if they arrest 10 cops for some corruption, they're going to go to prison for each other? Fuck no, they're going to snitch so fast on the whole system. Yeah.
So
that's how they do it.
We got more comments in here. Outlaw says about that video that he completely left out Ronnie being assaulted, or his Bayview article in which he predicted he would be assaulted.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, he did, because he's trying to smear the picture.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to salt the game, is what I call it. He's trying to put salt in the game. And, you know, like I said, man, report the facts as they are, not the fluff. So, those of you who don't know, last year, an officer power drove my friend into the concrete while his hands were cuffed behind his back for just dropping a sweatshirt in front of his neighbor's door.
That was a second assault. You know, Outlaw's talking about the one where they gave him best therapy and beat him up.
Right. Okay, that one there.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They were sending him to Pelican Bay illegally. The gang squad was. Gangs.
Uh-huh.
They were doing it illegally while the warden was off for like a week or a couple days or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they pulled this move to enter the prison workings. Associate warden made a call to take my friend back to Pelican Bay illegally, like in the middle of the night. and he didn't go. Well, they went in and got him. They sprayed him with gas. It was such nasty pepper spray. It's a vapor. It makes your skin blister. And burn his lungs. You know, he was all fucked up. Then they went in and beat him with batons and shit. Of course he fought. You know, he had to fight. He's fighting for his life. 6 of them motherfuckers in motorcycle helmets and big riot gear going in there beating on him. And then they put him in a van, got halfway to Pelican Bay. Well, Warden Lynch found out, told him, turn that fucking van around, you dumbasses. This is unauthorized. And look what happened. They had to, because it was an illegal transfer. It's illegal. And so they brought him back. That's the first time they fucking put hands on him. And then recently, last year, he filed a lawsuit, a fucking wonderful lawsuit with me in it. Yours truly. No. But exposing all the stuff they've done between me and him. All their slander, what I just told you guys about, cops playing game politics, all that. Ronnie exposed it all between me and him. And they didn't like it. They did not like that document being filed in the federal court.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So this dude comes over here to work one day a week, out of the blue. You know, takes Ronnie out the yard while the first cop that strip searched Ronnie said he can drop the sweatshirt at the neighbors, as they do every day. Every day. Because, you know, homeboy didn't have a sweatshirt, and he's going out next, and he's cold. It's how we do it. We look out for people. And when Ronnie did, they switched the cops out, you know, without him knowing, because he's walking out the cell backwards. He walks over and drops it off. Boom. That was it. He woke up a couple minutes later, jaw broke, teeth in front of him on the ground, 4 of them, gums were... He hit the ground. He was powered over in the concrete so hard it blew his gums off his jawbone. Blew his eardrum out. Broke his spine. And he's got a fractured vertebrae in his neck, come to find out. So all these problems now resulted from that guy doing that to Ronnie, while his handcuffs were behind his back, never ever posing a threat to staff. And the 115 says that. The 115 said he was cuffed. The cop never said he was in fear for his life. Cop never said that Ronnie tried to do anything. Nothing.
No, he laid him down gently. That's what the cop said. He laid him down gently.
Yep.
Gently enough to
but
peel his gums off his fucking jaw.
Right. And break his back. And break his jaw in 2 places. So, Gabe, why don't you report that, Gabe? Get your facts right, Gabe. Fucking retard. That's the type of shit that pisses a motherfucker off, because you're reporting bullshit, dude.
Right. Or half-truths, or just stories that corroborate their agenda that have nothing to do with facts.
Right. So, yeah, man. Yeah, it's ugly. But we're fighting, and we're not going to stop.
Outlaw says that Trump won't help. He's personally responsible for paroling Chad Marks and a handful of Aratas.
Right. I heard about that. Ronnie was telling me that too, Outlaw. That's crazy. It's crazy. But, you know, somebody has to take some type of fucking interest, and I think that's you guys, man. Baby girl, I think that's all you guys. Renee, Outlaw,
our listeners,
Wood, King Kong, Tim K, that's all you guys, man. Accountability, it counts. It counts. Collective voices are loud and booming. Demand it.
And
Keep
sharing our content is gonna get more ears to hear and hopefully open some eyes and expose the truth.
Right. You know, and I'll tell you guys, man, I had a conversation with Tim K last week, and he said something that was really powerful, right? Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, something I said. All I've ever asked for was a fair shake. Give us a fair chance. Give us a fair chance on fighting, slamming a man while he's cuffed. Mm-hmm. How's that a fair chance?
Not.
You know, that's not a fair chance.
Not at all.
Slamming a man while he's cuffed behind his back. Or what about the shit in New York?
Right.
When them cops beat the man to death while he was cuffed.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that doesn't go on in CDCR? You're crazy.
It goes on in county jails even.
Goes on in county jails. They leave dudes in that damn chair for 3 days. Shit on themselves. Hey, have you guys even seen these new CDCR buses they call the Grey Goose? Mm-mm. These buses are inhumane, man. They have fiberglass seats, right? Well, the old buses used to have 36 prisoners. How about that? These new buses, same size bus, they inserted 12 more or 7 or 9 more seats, I think it was, inside the bus. If you're 6 foot, you can't even sit in that damn seat. Your legs have to be all the way spread open in the middle so you can sit in the seat. And they're putting 2 people in that seat. And I mean, these fucking new buses that they got, I've been wanting to talk to y'all about it.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Oh my goodness.
They're so inhumane. When you get to where you're going, you can't even walk hardly.
I believe it. Believe it.
Yeah, you're chained up, shackled up, and then you're in this, like if you're 6 foot, you're not sitting in them seats.
Them fiberglass seats, yeah. No flex, no softness, just sitting.
No nothing.
Like you'd be better off on a wooden bench.
Yes. Let me call back.
Don't I know it? I'll be right back. I see y'all in the chat. We'll get to it. Alrighty.
Thank you for using Global Kill Link.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right, we're gonna hit the chat here real fast.
Yeah.
It's blowing
hit
up.
the chat, see what's going on, and then we'll start winding this one down, baby.
Okay.
We got 2 hours. Hey, that's cool. I like hanging out with y'all, man.
Right on. Okay. Taffwood said we all know they let him have it, or I guess he's referring to Ronnie. And Thunder says the truth cannot be hidden. And then Taffwood says it's not in their nature to give a fair shake.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree. Everything you said, bud.
And then Outlaw says Gabe did admit Michael Thompson was a complete liar and not trustworthy, a good statement that can be used against CDCR to discredit their claims in court.
Yep.
And he also says that the truth will not be televised or go viral.
Right. Like you said, Outlaw, truth is boring. The truth is boring, my friend.
And then Outlaw... King Kong says the Outlaw News, is that Chad Marks a rat? Damn, all these YouTubers are foul. You make out the toughest, most righteous human alive.
Yep.
I've only watched him once or twice. I thought he was kind of stuffy.
Who?
Chad Marks. He had.
Oh, okay.
He has Alex. He has Alex Jones vibes, but not in a good way. Like.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know who you're talking about, but okay.
And Renee says, I'm here. You two have always been here for me. And yeah,
That's right.
I try as much as I can from across
That's
the
right.
country. And it Outlaw asked me if I got a chance to read that article. I sure did.
Yep.
And he wants to know what you
Yep,
think.
excellent. That's an excellent article, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when I call you. Absolutely, man. And that shows white folks have been struggling and fighting in civil rights since way back, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so in a lot of these YouTube platforms, they don't do their homework that well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they just say whatever their handlers, the Smith Tuber handlers, are making them say at the time to try to sway the public. Like today, that dude Morales was smashing on my friends in Fresno going to trial. Again, they're trying to taint the jury pool and the public once again. You know, that's what they do. And I'm hoping my voice is heard so everybody knows that, hey, you know, don't believe that dude. You know, don't believe these snitch tubers because there's you're being lied to. You're being lied to. You're being bamboozled, and they're out in droves now. They're out in droves since me and Outlaw did our first video. Oh yeah, they're fucking out in droves. So be careful, folks. Be careful. They're saturating the YouTube platforms. They're saturating the social media with bullshit. But hey, y'all, spread the message, share it, leave comments, you know, pass it along. The more people involved, the better. Let's unite this fight. I've been saying it for years, right, Ben?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been saying it for years, folks. And unite this fight. Just remember, the fact of the matter is, 90% of the shit going on in prison and ruckus and the assault on staff is coming off S&Y yards, not GP yards. And when shit happens on GP yards, it's not chaos, it's controlled issues. It's not even controlled chaos, really.
It's not going to happen for no reason at all. It's not going to be, you know, random.
Right. Something is, you know, there's some type of something that's unknown to the public and even to myself, and I don't even want to know, but I'm telling you guys the facts on how it works. And as far as where most of the chaos is coming from is the S&Y side of the coin, not us. Not us, even though people would like you guys to believe it's us. I've heard it many times, the Big Four, the legends, and all this crap. Man, we're just men. We're men that fight for civil rights and for prisoner rights and what's right, humanity, man. And so, you know, that's why we did today's video and yesterday's video. And just remember, the cops are playing prison politics, trying to tip the scales on one side to another. The cops are involved in that shit one way or another. Administrations are liars. They're cherry picking policies and rules for some, and like I said with the tablet situation, you know, the Askar settlement was to standardize all solitary confinements. You get everything across the board as you would on a main line, you know. But here in New Folsom, they're telling guys that now come to hold for NDS by no fault of their own. Mm-hmm. If you don't make up a story and snitch, or you don't make up a story and participate and cooperate with this investigation, you're not getting none of your privileges. Mm-hmm. So, and it's going on bad now. Mm-hmm. And then they're wondering why we're hostile towards them. Mm-hmm. Are you fucking serious? Mm-hmm. Are you serious? Get a grip. So.
Then we got more chatter. The more you talk, the more they talk back. So,
okay.
Davin said we're in the midst of undercovers all over SnitchTube. It's true.
Bingo.
And
you're right, buddy.
King Kong said he hooked you up, and to be on the lookout, and I'll get on that off the air with you. That we just let him know.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And
yeah, King Kong, all my love to you, brother. Thank you,
man. Yeah, we appreciate it. And Taftwood says, what makes you legends in my book is for the hunger strikes and for doing your part in exposing the corrupt CDCR, not for what the system labels you.
That's right. That's right, my friend. Thank you. And I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting for people's sons, wives, husbands, daughters, brothers, sisters, whoever's in prison, man. I'm going to keep exposing it, man. If I could save one kid from coming to prison, I did my job. I did my job. It's not cool. Don't get it twisted. This shit ain't cool. This shit ain't no millionaire in prison. Go to school, man. Get an education. Live your life right, man. This ain't cool.
Hey, working a job is prison enough. If you don't know what prison's like, go work a job and hate it for a while and appreciate what you have. Because it's a shit ton better than not being able to go to work and not being able to pay bills.
I tell you guys this. Baby, I tell you guys this. I'd rather sleep under a bridge in a tent homeless in America than to be in prison.
Well, yeah.
I really would. I mean, bottom line, I'd rather sleep on the edge of a bank of a river in a tent than be in prison. You know? I mean, prison is not cool, man. I don't care if you get 3 hots or 3 meals in a cot, because you don't get 3 hots, you know, but you got to change that saying. But
well, anyway, are they even meals, though? Come on, what are you really getting? You got
they're not even meals. Yeah, right. All right, so, is that it on there, Ben?
Yeah, I think we bothered these people enough for one day.
Yeah, hey, it was a lot longer than what I thought, but I appreciate you guys getting involved. Thank you for joining the chat.
Yep.
Outlaw, I'll get at you tonight, like we said. Tapwood, thank you, man. Renee, I send mine to your sister. Everybody, I send mine. King Kong, thanks again, my friend. I look forward to having more videos and chat with you. And everybody, we send our best to the worthy. Keep your critical thinking keen. Keep it keen. Keep your eyes open, your ears open, and don't be bamboozled by these fake-ass snitch tubers and their lies, manipulation, because it's not the GPs causing the problem. And if it is, there's probably a reason behind it, and I just exposed that to you. So take care, folks. Stay solid. I'll send my best to the worthy. You know who you are.
Thank you all. Thanks for the love and respect in the chat, and we'll see you next time.